Do you think you've already seen all the great historical epics on Netflix? Then get ready, because some of the movies on this list are so intense, so massive, and so powerful that they make many famous blockbusters feel small. And here's the shocking part. Some of these masterpieces are being completely ignored right now. Stay until the end, because the #1 movie on this list completely changes the way we see war films. Today, you're about to discover the top 10 most impressive historical epic movies available on Netflix right now. Films that recreate legendary battles, the rise and fall of empires, heroes shaped by destiny, and stories that feel too big to fit on a screen. And fair warning, one of these movies ends up way higher than most people expect, but once you understand why, it makes perfect sense. Number 10, Horizon, an American saga. Set in the mid to late 1800s, this film chronicles the brutal challenges faced by settlers expanding into the American West. Horizon, an American saga, is the first chapter of an ambitious 4-part epic written, directed, and starring Kevin Costner. This is the kind of grand, sweeping Western that almost never gets made anymore. The story feels vast and expansive, with characters who seem small against the immensity of the American frontier. The cinematography is breathtaking, and the film makes it clear this is only the beginning of something much bigger. And here comes the first plot twist of the video. A lot of people call this movie slow, until they realize it's carefully building towards something explosive in the next chapters. When Chapter 2 arrives, anyone who skipped this one is going to be completely lost. Number 9, The Fortress. Set in 17th century Korea, this film depicts the dramatic siege of the Namhansan-song fortress during the Qing invasion of Joseon in 1636. More than just a war movie, The Fortress pulls viewers into a political, moral, and deeply human conflict. This is not a non-stop action epic. It's an epic of tension, impossible decisions, and suffocating silence. Every conversation carries the weight of a nation on the brink of permanent change. The film portrays one of the most pivotal moments in East Asian history, when Korea's relationship with China was transformed forever. If you're in the mood for something atmospheric, intelligent, and historically powerful, this film is an outstanding choice. Number 8, Outlaw King. This film tells the story of Robert the Bruce, the man who would become King of Scots and lead a bloody rebellion against English rule. Outlaw King is a gritty, brutal, and highly visceral war film. It fully immerses viewers in medieval Scottish culture, with muddy battlefields, desperate strategies, and a people fighting for their identity. Nothing here is romanticized. War is dirty, painful, and unforgiving. And here's the second plot twist of the video. Despite not being as widely talked about as other epics, many viewers consider this one of the most realistic portrayals of medieval warfare ever put on screen. Once it ends, it stays with you. Number 7, RRR, Rise, Roar, Revolt. Set in colonial India during the 1920s, RRR reimagines the lives of two real-life revolutionaries who unite to take on the British Empire. And what unfolds here feels like nothing else in cinema. This film is pure spectacle, over-the-top action, jaw-dropping choreography, and scenes that seem to ignore the laws of physics altogether. It may not be a traditional historical epic, but it captures the spirit of resistance better than most films ever have. RRR is loud, emotional, massive, and completely unforgettable. There's a reason it became a global phenomenon. Number 6, The Last Kingdom, 7 Kings Must Die. This film serves as the grand finale to The Last Kingdom, following Uhtred of Bebbanburg as the fate of England hangs in the balance. Kingdoms collide, alliances are tested, and the future of an entire nation is decided. You absolutely need to have seen the series first, but if you haven't, consider this your warning. The Last Kingdom is one of the finest epic productions Netflix has ever released. The final chapter delivers a brutal, emotional, and deeply satisfying conclusion to the saga. Number 5. The King. This film follows the rise of Henry V after he unexpectedly inherits the English throne following his father's death. The King presents a grounded, realistic look at power, far removed from any romantic notion of royalty. The battles are chaotic, exhausting, and terrifying, especially the Battle of Agincourt, portrayed as muddy and suffocating. Here, ruling isn't a privilege, it's a burden. A quiet, heavy, and deeply human epic. Number 4. All Quiet on the Western Front. The film follows young German soldiers during World War I as they confront the horrors of trench warfare and the collapse of their beliefs. This movie is brutal, devastating, and impossible to ignore. More than a war film, it's a powerful anti-war statement. Every scene reinforces the absurdity of conflict and the human cost of ambition. It's impossible to finish this movie unchanged. Number 3. Troy. Loosely based on Homer's Iliad, Troy follows the Greek army led by Agamemnon as they lay siege to the legendary city, while Achilles battles both enemies and fate itself. This is classic epic cinema at its finest. Massive battles, intense rivalries, and characters larger than life. And here comes the third plot twist of the video. Many people criticize Troy for historical inaccuracies, but when you re-watch it, you realize it succeeds brilliantly at turning myth into pure cinematic spectacle. Number 2. Gladiator. Set during the height of the Roman Empire, this film follows Maximus, a betrayed general forced into slavery who rises as a gladiator in search of vengeance. Gladiator remains one of the most iconic historical epics ever made. Its themes of honor, loss, and redemption are just as powerful today. It's nearly impossible not to feel emotional by the final moments, a timeless, unforgettable masterpiece. Number 1. Saving Private Ryan. Set during World War II, the film follows a group of American soldiers sent on a dangerous mission to find and bring home Private James Ryan. Saving Private Ryan redefined what a war epic could be. The opening sequence is so intense it's almost overwhelming. The film captures the horror, heroism, and chaos of war like few others ever have. Decades later, it still stands as one of the greatest war films ever made. And when it ends, the silence says more than words ever could. Now I want to hear from you. Which movie on this list impacted you the most? Which one do you think should have ranked higher or lower? Is there an incredible historical epic that didn't make the list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this kind of discussion always leads to great debates and amazing recommendations. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click on the next video on your screen to keep the journey going. I'll see you in the next one.